Good Girls. We are a social media marketing company, and my business partner and I, Suzanne, met kind of through Twitter in a roundabout way. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that. See if I can get this thing back going. How's everybody today? First of all, good. And it was nice to see that most of y'all are on Twitter and have been tweeting for about a month, right? Well, I have it up in the I do apologize. One thing I want to share with you guys is we just received a wonderful Twitter 101 in our email box the other day, and it's a PDF, and it basically goes step by step on how to even sign up on Twitter if you're not already on Twitter, and yeah, no, that's not the problem. I turned it all the way off. Basically, I wanted to discuss a few key things to help your business on Twitter. Some of you may already be using Twitter for your personal, but we kind of wanted to gear this for your business so that you can optimize your tweets so that your business does better and you get your word out about what you're trying to tell people about, and Twitter is a great way to do that. One of the reasons I started on Twitter 2 to 3 years ago now was I'm an interior design assistant, and I began working with my mother for Niche by Design. Our company was brand new, and we had heard a little bit about Twitter, and I was very much, I don't want to do anything else. I'm on Facebook. I don't want to do anything else. Please, no, not one more thing to keep up with. But I was the younger one in the group, being, the daughter, and thought, all right, well, I'll try it. I should be able to pick it up the easiest. So from there, I started a Twitter for myself, which is @SwayGirl. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, you can follow me there. And that's SWAYGRL. I started that for myself, and then I started Niche by Design, which is @Niche by Design for our business. Some people say it's better to just use your business and not tweet for yourself, but I knew that for myself personally, I was going to be saying things that would have nothing to do with interior design. So that's why I chose to have 2 separate accounts right away. The Niche by Design took a little bit longer to grow because I had to figure out how to do what I'm going to try to help you guys understand to do today. Use it for business purposes. My SwayGirl account, however, grew rapidly because I let my personality shine through. I had fun with it. As soon as I let go of the fear of not letting people follow me and saying, I don't want this person or that person to follow me, or I'm scared of this or that happening, once I let go of that and opened up my Twitter stream, then I started to grow. My following began to grow, and I quickly found the interior design community on Twitter as a great collaborative and fun group to tweet with, which if you can find a group of your interest or your business that you enjoy tweeting with, it will just help you grow and help you get your message out. Let me see if I can get this graphic up for you guys. Since we have this link, I would love to share with you guys how to get this PDF free for yourself. So let me do that for you. You go to HubSpot.com, and it's /Twitter for Business, a beginner's guide. If you see that up there, yeah,
I'll put that online too.
Okay, she'll include that online. But if you go there and then just give them your basic name and email address, then they'll send you the PDF for free, which I used a lot of the points in there so that I can help you guys today. And that way, when you go home today, instead of me just talking a bunch of stuff, you can actually use this to refer back to. I looked it over, and they make some really good, valid points. So it would be something great for you to check out after the class is over today. Also, it's a green way to share because we didn't print paper. All right, so who knows what a tweet is, first of all? Anybody? Chris?
Tweet is a way to share information with people in your network.
Right. You can share, there's several different types of tweets that you can share. They describe them in this handout as an observation, which is a tweet about what you're doing, thinking, or feeling. You can tweet about what you're reading. You can tweet about what you're watching. You can also tweet about what events, and we encourage you to tweet that you've been here today. And how you would do that would be to attach a number sign in front of CobbSM, which makes it a hashtag. And I really do want to spend a little bit of time on hashtags because I think they help for your business. It is a great way to help you get tweets out for your business, to find things that you can use for your business, to find groups. So I do want to spend a little bit of time talking about hashtags. Does anybody know what a hashtag is? I just told you it's, go ahead.
It's that little number sign, pound sign, whatever. Someone else.
It allows you to follow the conversation.
Right, and it also, there's several ways to use a hashtag. One of the first things is that, for an example, if I was tweeting interior design as two separate words, that would go into Twitter search very broadly. So if I wanted to search the words interior design, then if I type that into Twitter as a search, it'll bring up anything, even if somebody just said something about interior, then it'll bring up all of those tweets. Anybody who says anything about any kind of design will come up in those tweets. So a way to narrow that search field is to add that little pound or the number sign in front of it and join the two words together. So then it becomes pound interior design, all one word. Or like today's event, you use CobbSM and put the pound in front of it so that anybody who's tweeting about CobbSM today will be able to see all the tweets that are coming out. Yes?
I have a question about the two-word type hashtags. How do you know if somebody has already created one regarding the subject you're tweeting about? And if so, how do you know, like, if they created it as hashtag interior design or hashtag interior _ design?
Well, and there's several ways to do that. You can tweet it and then click on it and see if anybody else has ever tweeted about it. You can also search it, use your search bar in Twitter to find out if that's ever been used. Hootsuite is another way that Chris is going to expound on. It's a wonderful way to help you organize anything that you're searching for. But basically, you can make anything a hashtag. And whether anybody's ever tweeted it out or not, you can make your own hashtag, and somebody else might tweet it out and somebody might not. You know, for certain specific industries, there's certain specific ones that go with that. And I mean, we run for several different businesses, and so one of them helps small businesses. So one of the hashtags for them is pound small biz. Well, we just did some research. Basically, you just do a little research on your own to find out what the most tweets are for that hashtag. And then you include that if you want to target those people looking for small business tweets. You add that to the end of whatever it is that you said. If you're tweeting out your blog, then you would add pound small biz so that anybody who's looking for small business information will easily be able to find that tweet. The other thing is, I think I went over that it's used for search, I went over that it's used for events. One example that really helped our business, our Niche by Design business, from the beginning we found the High Point Market. We go to the High Point Market in North Carolina for furniture, shopping for furniture. It's one of the greatest places in the world to find furniture for people all over the world. And my mother's been doing this for 30 years, and she used to go to market, and basically she would seek out her favorite vendors. She would seek out the favorite companies that she already knew. And if she knew someone, if she saw something along the way, then she would stop and find out a little more information. But since Twitter, and since we found the hashtag HP Market, HPMKT, I was then able to find everyone who tweets anything about High Point Market. So it exposed me to vendors, furniture, retailers, other interior designers from all over the world that were talking about High Point Market. When I did that early in the beginning, I found someone named Leslie Carruthers. She's at TKP Leslie. And I think that was probably one of the first things that ever happened that I believe changed my whole Twitter experience, I found someone that's called what they call on Twitter a thought leader. Someone who has a lot of followers already, who is putting out tons of information, and people are reacting and responding to that information. So that if they say something, they have a lot of responses, a lot of action on what they're putting out there. She was one of those people that I saw right away, and from the beginning I really didn't know what I was doing, but I said, she knows what she's doing, so I'm going to follow her. That's one good point for you. If you don't know what you're doing on Twitter, find someone who has a large amount of following and follow what they do. Investigate how they tweet, how they use those hashtags and what they do. That is a really good thing for you to use for Twitter. So anyways, I followed her, found out a bunch of things about High Point Market, which changed the way we do High Point Market. We now go and find the vendors and the furniture makers and the designers that are on Twitter first. Because I have, like I said before, I have such a great community of interior designers that I tweet with, that instead of just bouncing to the favorite places and happening along the way, we actually go and see the furniture designers. And I don't tweet with just the consultant of the company. I tweet with the designer of the company. I tweet with the owners of the company. So it opens up a world that you might not even understand or have any idea of how it is. So by going to High Point Market and finding those vendors, we have things that our clients might have never seen before available to them. You know, there's so many great stories I can share with you about successes. I was able to go to Las Vegas Market because of Twitter. I get free prizes in the mail because of Twitter. I've had a pair of jeans. You know, I got a $100 gift card in the mail because of Twitter. I followed someone who's called I Wear Your Shirt on Twitter, and he has a phenomenal social media program in and of itself, and that's when I first started getting prizes. And I don't know about you, but getting free stuff in the mail will motivate you to tweet. It will motivate you to want to send something out to people. And so simply by tweeting, I was able to get a free pair of jeans, I got a Macy's gift card. I mean, the list goes on and on of free little fun things that I would get in the mail. And so that kind of inspired me to keep going with my Twitter account. Yes?
You think that cheapens your personal brand at all?
No.
Really?
Really.
Are people going to possibly stop following you if they think they're being spammed to?
Oh, well, I don't see that as spam because it's not like I send out 45 of those same tweets. So it may be one tweet a day for him.
But how are they going to know what they can trust and what's coming as advertising?
Because if they look at I Wear Your Shirt, they'll be able to see that he's a trustworthy person to follow also. And they can look at me and my past experience on Twitter and see that I choose to follow trustworthy thought leaders on Twitter. So I try not to follow the people that spam or let them in my stream.
Do you let the people know that you've received some remuneration in exchange for those tweets?
Oh yeah, usually when I get a package in the mail, I'll take a picture of it and tweet it out and say thank you. So that they know right away that I did get what they said they were going to give me.
But I Wear Your Shirt is different. What I Wear Your Shirt is every day it's a company where, say, it's Crazy Bitch Tea hires him for the day to talk about their product. They choose to give away a prize to the people who tweet about it then. So all you're doing is informing people who are interested in her stream because she's with this, and they'll find out about Crazy Bitch Tea.
Right, prices are a little bit different. I don't think that's what she's talking about.
No, that is what I'm
That's
talking
one
about.
example, but you just mentioned that you get something different from different companies every day.
Because every day they sponsor different
So this is
companies.
only one company for whom you're tweeting in exchange for stuff.
No.
No, it's I Wear Your Shirt, and he has clients who pay him to wear t-shirts for a living.
So this is the only guy that you tweet for in exchange for stuff.
She just tweets what,
Tweets to him, not for him.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so
Okay.
if he asked me to send out, what's an example of one recently?
Jockey.
Yeah, Jockey gave away gift cards. So Jockey was their monthly sponsor, and he would set up a tweet for you, and all you had to put is, I wear Jockey for fun, da-da-da-da. And you add his hashtag and his link, and then you're sent in to get a prize. And I won like a $50 gift card. So he already has it set up for you. It makes it really easy, and it doesn't take a lot of time, and it's actually a lot of fun.
I think
That
where the
means-
confusion is she's not doing sponsored tweets for companies.
No.
She's entering
She's
tweets.
participating in
maybe
the
I-
contest.
Maybe I misunderstood then, because when you said, I get a pair of jeans one day, I get a gift card another day, it sounded as though they were coming from all kinds of different streams.
Okay.
They are, it's just a coincidence.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Let's move on.
It's your life.
Go on, yes.
You said there's nothing like it in free merchandise to give you the incentive to tweet, but don't you really want, I mean, of course you want to tweet, but what is it that gives other people the incentive to follow you? I mean, that's what I want to know is how to get more people to follow me. And my follow-up question to that is, how many people who follow you on Twitter have actually done business with you?
How many people on, okay,
Who
what's,
follow you on Twitter have actually done business? Like, how much business have you ever gotten from tweeting?
yeah, the direct ROI from Twitter is very hard to describe. It's like, I've always seen it as dropping a stone in a pond, and so the ripple effect,
Right.
you have no idea if that one person you know is actually going to know someone who will hire us. And so I've always kept that open mind, and I think one way that I've gotten followers is that I've been my best self. I've tried to stay away from negative tweets and negative people. You know, I think that being yourself, being your best self, is one of the best ways to get people to follow you back, because either people will like you or they won't.
Right.
Either people will follow you or they'll find what you're tweeting valuable or not. And, you know, finding that niche for you, finding that group of people that you connect with is one of the best things you can do. We all have interests. We all have things that we enjoy. Including that as a part of your tweets is wonderful. I do know that if you do nothing but sell on Twitter, people will follow you. You don't want to sit there and do 100%, this is my company, this is my company, this is my company, this is my company. You want to do some of that, because that is the point. We are on Twitter for business. If you're using it for business, you do want to have some of that. We like to think of it as a third, and third. So 1/3 of your tweets should be about your business. 1/3 of your tweets can be about personal things, fun things, interesting things. And then the other third should be giving back to your Twitter community. So that if there's someone that you like Dwayne Kilborn, he does Foursquare, and I find what he tweets about Foursquare great and informative to my Twitter stream. So all I do is retweet, which is simply taking what he said and sending it back out to my Twitter followers. And by doing that, people see that you're not thinking just about yourself and what you're doing, because Twitter is very much collaborative, and it's very much, if you can get into what you put out there will come back to you. If you give, then people will give back to you. Yes, ma'am.
Will you tell us that name of the thought leader for the interior design?
Her name is Leslie Carruthers, at TKP. Leslie is her name on Twitter. Yes.
Could you talk a bit about how you thought about that whole thought leader concept? I mean, did you identify her by number of followers, or did you already have a list of thought leaders?
No, really, I accidentally, I mean, this was the very, very beginning for me. You have to understand, and I didn't know what I was doing. Like many of you who are starting out, I had no idea what I was doing. And I happened to I believe I was searching for High Point Market because we were getting ready to go. And so I actually just typed in the words High Point Market into my Twitter to see what would come up. Well, then I found the HP Market hashtag, and I clicked on it. And it brought up all of these tweets from Leslie. And I thought, my goodness, she sure is talking a lot. She must know what she's doing. So I followed her, and in fact, she did. She's the person who took me to Las Vegas in January to teach people how to sign up for social media. We did a 5-day class in Las Vegas for retailers and marketers. Anybody who came was able to spend 30 minutes with several of us there, and we signed them up on Twitter if they didn't have a Twitter account, and we also got them a Facebook business page if they didn't have one of those. So by following her, that didn't happen right away, you understand. This is 2.5 years later of maintaining a relationship with someone on Twitter and helping her put out her messages, and she in turn put out my messages. And then that led to me going on an all-expense paid trip to Las Vegas, which, you know, that was good for my business in a number of ways. I wouldn't have gone to Las Vegas had it not been for Leslie. Had it not been for finding her right away, I would not have ever been sent to Las Vegas to see the furniture out there. So. There's the other thing that I want to tell you about the hashtag is that it's also used for a tweet chat, which is another great way to find people in your like interest. So a tweet chat is simply, usually it's two moderators, they host the chat, and it's live on Twitter. And so there's one called Design TV that we participate. It's Pound Design TV, and then there's one called Pound SM Manners that we use for social media. Go-to girls participate in the social media manners. And what that is that it's a live chat on Twitter, and basically you're tweeting about certain topics. So the moderators or the host for that tweet chat will come up with specific questions, and they'll tweet out the questions. And so the people that are joining in on that tweet chat will then answer the questions and talk about it. And what this does is it increases your keywords, so that if you are in the Design TV chat, you're talking specifically about interior design. So all of those tweets are just adding up to build your SEO up so that your keywords are going up. That also helps people in your same industry find you, and you find them. You know, we always at the end of our tweet chat say, be sure to follow the newcomers. You know, be sure to make sure you find out who the newcomers are on the tweet chat and follow them. One great thing is the tweetchat.com. If you're not already on in a tweet chat, you can go, you log into Twitter, and then from there you just allow tweet chat, and it will basically bring up that one stream for you. So that if you're in the Design TV chat, it'll show all the tweets that are going for that. So there's just those Design TV chatters and not all the other things that could be going on Twitter. And that's a great way to stay in that chat for an hour. Usually they're about an hour long. And the good ones are so fast and furious. The first one I ever took part in, I was like, I don't know how anybody does this. Because it goes by so quick and the tweets are so fast and furious that a lot of times when you first do a tweet chat, you just kind of hang on and watch. And then eventually you might get one tweet in for that whole hour, and you feel really good if you get one tweet. And the other thing is if you can't make it and it was something that you wanted to be a part of, even sending out one tweet saying, I'm so sorry I missed SM Manners. That'll put you in that feed so that the people can follow you and find out about you later. I think one other success story that's kind of cool to me is that the High Point market, back around to that, the success may not be monetary, exactly, but through connections and relationships being made, we help other people. And we help their businesses grow, and we help their businesses get known by tweeting. We had a tweet chat at Hardin Furniture in the spring, and one of my friends on Twitter is a furniture maker out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's a one-man show pretty much. Hand makes all the furniture. It's gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. So I went to see him and specifically asked him to come to the tweet chat. Saw his furniture, loved it. So he came to that tweet chat. It was Hardin Furniture's ever first tweet chat, and they just thought we were the craziest bunch there because we were having the most fun. It was like a little Twitter reunion because a lot of us hadn't met in person. So the tweet up ended up being a lot of fun for us and great for Hardin because we were tweeting about the brand Hardin Furniture. In the meantime, our furniture rep for Hardin, his name is Michael McVeigh. He was not on Twitter in the spring of this year. And at that meeting, he found out about Twitter and became a baby tweeter or a brand new tweeter at the event. It was fun to see him get his aha moment. And he realized he could tweet about things coming up for High Point Market and get his messages out to interior designers that were on Twitter quickly. And then so the months went by, we go back to Fall Market, and we had an impromptu tweet up. We didn't officially make one, but everybody had had so much fun, we decided to meet back at Hardin for the cocktail party. and most of the people who came to the last one came again. Well, at that meeting, I found out that Cabine Originals had met my furniture rep, and they had gotten together, and he is now repping for him. So a little-known furniture company who was doing all the sales, the manufacturing, tweeting, doing everything he could to help his little business grow and get off the ground, coming to market, being the rep. I mean, he did it all. Was then able to be introduced to someone who reps for a very large furniture company and knows what he's doing, and they met one another at the Hardin Tweet Up, and now he is his rep. So you never know. That's the thing about Twitter, is it may not be monetary right away. It may not be a job right away, but you may make a connection that could change your life for the better forever. So I would say give it a chance, and remember to be your best self. Remember the third, and third that I said, and I think you'll be on your way to having a great time on Twitter. Thank you.